Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. I'm Gerry. Yeah, my voice is almost totally back. It's great, but sort of not, because no more sexy. There's Edward, all right? He's there. He's back too. All right? Max is hanging out on our shoulders. He's a gymnast in a former life. So, gentlemen, we have a big topic of discussion that's probably going to zap my memory card. All right? But basically, big news coming out of Sky and every other news outlet.
Not Sky Bet this time. So
Yeah. Big news about Big Sam. All right? Apparently, we have gone cap in hand pleading with Big Sam to come to us. Save us. Save us, Big Sam. Are you serious? Yeah, apparently so. All right. So, guys, I hesitate to ask for initial reactions because I feel like what's going to happen is just a hour-long rant from both of you talking on. But we do need to start with some kind of, let's let Max start this off because I feel like he's been dying to vent about this.
Right. Appointing Sam Allardyce goes against all the long-term ambitions of the club. It just completely it dismembers any bit of integrity that the board has. And you described it perfectly, Gerry. We're going cap in hand to the man. We're begging for the man. After not being convinced on him first time round, we talked to him because he wants a 3-year deal. We've said, you know what? No, we're not willing to give you the job for 3 years. But now we're in that much of a rubbish situation. We've got to take the man on, and he's the ball's in his court. And
Yes.
It's embarrassing. I'm not going to mince my words. It's an embarrassment because the man is characteristically. I'm not going to say anti-football. That might be a bit too harsh, but he's the by any means necessary type manager, and that given that we were knocking on the door of European qualification a few years back, now it's kind of just like I seen who was Henry Winters as well is tweeted Sam is ideal for the Everton job. We'll sort the players out, sort us out defensively, and then we can go to Marco Silva in the summer and try and pry Marco Silva away from Watford in the summer, who seemed to be the man that we chased for so long. And we didn't have a backup plan, so now we're knocking on the door of Sam Allardyce. But that is hitting the restart button too many times for my liking. It's not helping. That is a hindrance to the club as a whole. If we're just basically putting everything we have in the bin and saying, listen, we just need to bring Sam Allardyce up to, make sure that we survive. I'm still not complete. I'm not completely convinced that we're going to go down as of yet because I don't know. I just think I'm not going to say I'm the eternal optimist, but I'm too used to Everton being a Premier League team, and I've just got a feeling that we will manage to stay up anyway. But right, I'm just so against Sam Allardyce coming in. I don't understand. Like my ideal manager has changed from Carlo Ancelotti to Thomas Tuchel, and I'm going to use Thomas Tuchel as an example. If we bring someone like him in, Andre Villas-Boas is also a name that got mentioned, right? If we bring someone like them in, young, then they can have the January to bring in players that they want. I just feel like if we bring a young manager in like a Tuchel, then we need to get players that he wants and that he deems good enough to get us out of this situation. Because I think obviously you only have to watch Dortmund for 10 minutes under Tuchel that they have a clear system that works. So if we get someone that's got like a progressive playing style like he has, that can sort us out until the end of the season, and then we're not having to hit the reset button in the summer to bring in someone again completely new for the season up and coming.
Edward, what do you say?
Well, you know which manager I've been wanting for quite a while.
Bruce Arena.
So close.
Ah.
Oh, I'm afraid it would either be Ancelotti or Tuchel, but
Yeah.
I think this whole thing with Big Sam, I mean, don't know if he'll like me mentioning him, but my dad is very big. He's keen on this option for Sam Allardyce. You know, my dad seems to think he's never really been proven at a big club, or he's never been given the task of a big club.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, but he took Bolton quite far, and once he got them to that level, he said he couldn't do it without the money, and the money was never going to get provided for him. If he does that with us, we've got the money. We'll see. I mean, personally, I still don't want him. I don't want him. I also say it drops every ambition we have. Every ambition. Also said on Talk Sport, so go check that out. But I just think it as well. It just doesn't feel right going in for Sam Allardyce. It doesn't bode well, because I think, don't get me wrong, I think he could do a job, but what kind of job would it be? Would it just be keep us safe from relegation, or would it be take us to the next level?
That's what annoys me, is that that's the stage that we were at. We were at there, take us to the next level stage. And from then on, it was just a matter of getting the right man to take us to the next level, and we haven't got that right. So, I mean, I see you've got a bit of an argument to see why Sam could be that man to push us on to the next level, but you get a reputation when you appoint Big Sam, particularly Big Sam, because he's been done by the FA for
all this stuff.
That bunging scandal. That's just a PR nightmare that I don't want attached to my club.
So guys, I have a few questions here. All right.
Can I just say one point before the questions? I think it's bad that the fact that it's been stated that we want to bring him in. I think if we needed to bring him in, I might be a bit more accepting. But the fact we want to bring him in,
I'm not going to say that. We're not going to say that. We do. We are looking like we do need to bring him in, because we can't bloody sort anyone else out. It does look like, but just for the sake of the clubs. Just for the sake of the club, they're not going to say it. Nothing's going to come out and say that they need him. But if we do appoint him, then I do think it is because we do need him.
Apparently, it might be Tuesday night.
I really hope not.
2 questions, guys. 2 questions.
Right.
All right.
Item.
Number 1 is a big reason why we're so anti-Sam the fact that we don't want to be seen like one of those bottom-dwelling clubs that needs him in order to survive. There's a stigma that comes with being a team that hires Big Sam. Is it a pride thing?
It's one of many reasons for me.
You know what I mean? I'll go ahead and tell you right now. The first thing I thought of was, no, we're not like that. We're Everton.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
That is one thing, but like as I've said, that is kind of the main thing. It's just a matter of pride, because I think once you appoint Sam Allardyce, any indication of pride goes out the window, and you just by any means necessary. But there's more reasons than that. That yes, that is a reason, but there's more to it as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mention that only because, again, bear with me here, guys. But what if we hire Big Sam? Because right now, what's the highest that we think we could actually do this season? Is anybody realistically thinking we're going to get European football next year? No, right? So let's pretend that we give Big Sam 3-year contract like he wants, all right? He gets us to top half, gets us at about 10th place, let's say. Okay? Let's say he does that. All right? We're actually not averse to being in 10th after the beginning of the season we've had. It's actually not a bad finish considering what's just happened. All right? Now, pretend like you're Mashiri. Mashiri looks at the situation and says, well, you know what? I don't want Big Sam.
Good.
I'd rather have a big name. And now we're in a better position to be able to hire that other person because we're 10th and we've stabilized. Okay? And we're not hiring somebody in the middle of the season now. So what you do, you just say, Big Sam, here's the money we owe you. In comes whoever that other manager is.
Ancelotti.
Okay? Well, maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. Okay? So if it really is a situation where it does seem like we're wasting half a year, because that's where I feel like Max's main argument is lodged. The idea that we're not getting someone who's going to go ahead and be building a system, because I don't think any of us thinks that Big Sam is our future. No one. I don't know anyone that's actually in favor of this move and that is saying he's going to set us up for the next 5 years. No. But if we can see this as, let's just make sure we don't go down, let's build up our defense, let's get a foundation, and then we'll get who we want.
It looks a bit
feels
like... Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, it feels like a little bit of waste of time, but if we can get over the pride thing, which I'm having trouble with, I've got to be honest, I'm having a lot of trouble getting over the pride.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with that.
But if you pretend like it's not Big Sam, not someone, pretend like it's someone else who's just skilled in keeping people up. If we can get over that, is it the worst thing in the world? No, it's not. And you can sort of see a method to the madness. You know what I mean? But that's me literally grasping at straws, guys.
I think the whole thing I've got... Sorry, go on, Max.
I was just going to say, it's hitting the reset button again, but you've got to put yourself in the shoes of one of the players in the dressing room. You've got you get Big Sam coming in, and then you go, oh God, they brought Big Sam in. That gives me an indication of what they're thinking, that we're in that much of a situation. We need to bring someone like him in, and then if we do, like you said, Gerry, just give him the money that we own and let him be on his way. Then we bring someone new in that's adapting to a new personality, a new system, and again, so I think, I can't remember who it was again, forgive me, on Twitter. If we bring Big Sam in, that's just he will bring in a lot of short-term players with him in the January. They'll just be short-term fixes to make sure that we stay up, and we can't be burdened with that. It just provides too many problems going forward again.
Those are very valid points.
I think, to be honest, the whole thing with it is we've taken 2 steps back, so we're going to have to go 1 step forward at a time now, at the minute, with this whole thing, because we've gone so far back that we're near the relegation zone. We've got to have someone to get us back to the position we were in before, and then we can go for Europe next season.
Okay, so another question, guys. What would it take, performance-wise, out of Big Sam for us to actually end up being fine with this appointment?
The FA Cup.
Yeah. I'd take a cup.
See, I would take a cup, and I'm gonna need closer to top half.
Yeah, the cup and the top half finish.
Yeah.
Unless we win the cup in some miraculous Barca style of play way that makes us completely form our opinions on him, of him as a man and as a manager. And stay for as long as you want. But it's not going to happen. It's Big Sam. You know what you get with Big Sam, and it's not good.
I just think it'll be interesting to see if he actually does get signed up on the Tuesday night, and the next game he has is against West Ham.
No, he's not. If he's signed up before West Ham, he's not actually going to be on the sidelines for that. There's no way. He wouldn't have had time.
Imagine he did, though.
No, it would be great, but it'd be one of those things where he would be up in the stands watching.
They
you
wouldn't.
know,
They wouldn't really. Would they be that hostile though towards him? West Ham fans?
Oh,
you never can tell.
I don't know.
he's been at a few clubs, so it's just again, and that's another factor is loyalty. Is just
Yeah.
he's an ego that follows money as well. So
Hmm.
again, I don't want that. I can't see any positive outcomes. It just I really can't, and I can't see it be like I've kind of got it in my head that I'm waiting for some kind of big success story to come from all this negativity and bad positions. Like, but you just can't see Big Sam being, the ringleader of some miraculous turnaround where we do a Leicester or we start becoming a European team again. You just can't see it, and it doesn't look likely. And I'm very disappointed if we do bring him in, but I'll have to get over it and accept it.
And that's what I was gonna say, guys. The idea that this is something that seems like the check is in the mail here. It seems like this is happening. All right. I'm having trouble envisioning anyone else now, just because it seems like
Yeah.
it seems like our last ditch effort was to go back to him. So I don't think that we're going to go to anyone else after going back to him. I think we're thinking, let's make a deal because holy hell, the past 2 games were torture.
Yeah. Technically, then that means we've had a backup plan, so we've improved in that area.
I just think if he does get announced, I think the announcement is going to be what kills me, because just the thought of him,
Holding up an Everton scarf.
Yeah, the thought of him being in the Gladys Street end holding up a scarf or something. I know it might sound funny, but I don't know. It just seems like an insult to
Sorry, go ahead.
the club, just the history of the club. So
is it? Because I also feel like another insult to the history of the club is players putting on the jersey and putting out shit on the field. You know what I mean? That's
I'll
another.
have to watch it twice. I know what you mean.
But you know what I mean? And so it's the idea, players going out there and not sprinting after balls every time. I'm sorry, but if I have to see Schneiderlin do that again, that was really tough to watch.
Yeah.
And he plays in a position that not many people pay attention to what he's actually doing.
Yeah.
I specifically watched him.
Title role, yeah.
It was so bad.
I can't.
And I loved that guy last year. I loved that guy.
I still hate him. I mean, I've written a piece and I've said he needs to. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not in the position to judge him as a person, but I think there's a bit of I don't know, as himself. I don't. Not just on the pitch. I think off the pitch and I wouldn't go as far to say ego, because he does seem like a decent fella. But I feel like if he kind of sorts himself out and says, listen, I'm just going to get my head down, I'm going to give it me all every time I'm on the pitch, I feel like he's one of our best players.
Mm-hmm. He could be. I agree, because last season he's proved that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something going on this season, though. There's something up with him. Mm-hmm. And you hear stories about him supposedly in the stands against Atalanta. I read on Twitter some guy said that they were sitting near Schneiderlin, and he was laughing at the game and telling them to be quiet when they were questioning him why he was laughing. He was just going shh. You know what I mean? Like supposedly his attitude was really bad at the game. Now, granted, that kind of thing could have been manufactured. That could have been made up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you hear a story about somebody who's doing that doesn't. For me, if I'm on a team and I'm in the audience, if I'm in the stands watching the game, and we're playing that bad, I'd be pissed. I'd be really, really angry. So I don't know. That's rumors and hearsay, though. What was that?
Big Sam sorts him out.
And that was what I was leading to. So.
No, I'm really so against it, and I can't get around being against it. So.
Yeah, no, and honestly, I totally get you, and I'm not trying to convince you otherwise, by the way, because I'm with you too. Edward's not with this either. You know, if David were here, he would be saying the same thing. We're all on the same page. I guess what I'm trying to do is see any kind of light in this.
This whole
See
thing, I think,
because it's gonna happen probably. You know.
yeah, I think this whole thing, it's a bit like that. It's a bit like that. Have you seen The Dark Knight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. It's that little quote where it's sort of like, it's not the hero we deserve, but the one we need right now. That sort of thing. I just feel like it's that kind of situation at the minute. We don't deserve Big Sam. We don't deserve to have that sort of reputation on the club, but we kind of need a manager like Big Sam right now.
No, we don't. I really don't think we do.
Don't get me wrong. I'm in your position as well.
We need someone that's going to carry on the initial long-term ambitions of the club. So, you know, we can't be hitting reset every other day like we are. You know, bringing one person in and then after so many games when they haven't been good enough, getting rid of them and then rebuilding, and then there's too many rebuilding jobs to do.
Yeah.
As a football, it takes its toll on and off the pitch.
So you've heard it here first. Max has volunteered to head up the Sam Allardyce Appreciation Society. So if you want to be a part of those meetings, just get a hold of him on Twitter. All right.
I just realised though, I don't have to do 365 videos a day because Unsworth doesn't look like he's getting the permanent job.
That's true. That's true. But you should do it anyway because you're
Just
a go-getter.
just a shame that I'm going to say, if Big Sam gets us to 7th or better, I will do the challenge.
Wow. I am not issuing any challenge because I think this is the most unpredictable situation. I'm not touching it. I think you're brave, Edward. That's what I'm saying. You're a brave fellow.
And if Simeone comes to us, I'm doing it for 720 days.
All right. So, guys, any parting words on Big Sam? Anything else?
You. No thanks.
What? Oh, no thanks. Okay. I actually only heard you. And so I thought you had dropped an F-bomb and
No thanks. Just no thank you. We don't need it. We don't need it. I know we're in a bad situation, but we don't need it.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm just going to use my Dark Knight quote. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. I'm just going to say buy stock in chewing gum. There's going to be a lot. He's going to go through a lot.
That was good. I like that one.
All right, guys. So I guess that's it for our Big Sam chat. All right. Brace yourselves. It's happening. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. All right. So if you're digging the videos, please subscribe, like, comment, give us your analysis. What do you think of Big Sam? Do you want to join Max in his appreciation of Big Sam? Please leave a comment. Yeah. Or if you want to leave another movie quote that's even more apt than Edward's.
Yeah, I was going to say mine's relatable. It's not irrelevant.
Yeah, it works. It totally works. If you consider Big Sam a hero, yeah. So also,
save our season.
Check out Max's YouTube channel, Jam E James. Check out sorry. Check out Edward's. I mixed up names again. Oh my God. Check out Edward's YouTube channel, Jam E James. Check out Max's YouTube channel. It's called Sam is Great. He doesn't actually have one. Check out his writing on the Toffee Blues website, all right? Max just writes in his sleep. All right, so many articles, so little time. I guess that's all we got. We're gonna go ahead and prep you for West Ham now. All right? Bye.